Welcome to Revolutionary Ideas. I'm Jim Kunkel, host of the Digital Revolution podcast, and I would like to share with you a very informative article published this past August on BizTechMagazine.com by Bob Keaveney, managing editor of BizTech Magazine. The article covers the topic of who pays when cyber criminals breach company networks. Let me save you some time learning the answer. The cost of network security breaches is passed on to customers. Currently, the average security breach costs nearly $4.5 million US. Let's get into this article. Bob Keaveney asked the questions: who should pay the tab when a cyber criminal succeeds in breaching a company's network? How many would say that the company should eat the cost, file a claim with its insurance carrier, and double down on its efforts to stop the next attack? New research from IBM, however, suggests that a growing number of businesses don't see it that way. According to the 2023 Cost of Data Breach report by IBM, businesses are divided on how to handle the increasing cost and frequency of breaches. Quote, breach organizations are more likely to pass incident cost onto consumers 57% of the time, than to increase security investment 51% of the time. IBM noted in a 2023 news release, the average breach now costs $4.5 million, according to IBM, a 15% increase over the last 3 years. Those costs include any ransom paid by an attacker, plus injury to customer trust, stock price declines, intellectual property loss, and more. Only half of the breach companies responded by increasing their cybersecurity efforts. Those that did not stand to pay more, businesses that learned about breaches from attackers rather than detecting them, paid an additional $1 million US in average cost, according to IBM. Investments in threat detection and response approaches that accelerate defenders' speed and efficiency, such as AI and automation, are crucial to shifting this balance, Chris McCurdy's IBM general manager said. Certainly, protecting against cybersecurity breaches is crucial for businesses. Now, here are some key steps that you can take. The first is two-factor authentication and multi-factor authentication. Now, these require additional verification beyond passwords. Two-factor authentication, or 2FA, and multi-factor authentication, or MFA, add an extra layer of security by using something the user knows and something that they have. Additionally, you can also look at regular software updates. Keep up all software, including operating systems, application, and security tools. Keep them up to date. Patches often address vulnerabilities that hackers do exploit. The next step, employee training. Educate employees about cybersecurity best practices. Train them to recognize phishing emails, avoid suspicious downloads, and follow company internet use guidelines. Encourage employees to maintain strong passwords, avoid sharing credentials, and report any suspicious activity promptly. The next, vendor and customer data protection. Safeguard vendor and customer information by implementing protocols for secure data storage and transmission, and security audits and penetration testing. Conduct regular security audits and penetration tests. Identify vulnerabilities and address them proactively. Okay, one final thing before you leave this revolutionary idea. Make sure to evaluate your business's cybersecurity readiness by doing the following. Continuously assess your cybersecurity readiness. Regular audits and assessments are essential. However, traditional methods can be costly and time-consuming. You want to consider using security ratings, which provide data-driven measurements of your security performance. These ratings assess risk factors such as open ports, misconfigured software, malware infections, exposed credentials, and weak security controls. The findings are presented as a numerical score similar to a credit score, making it easy for non-technical stakeholders to understand your organization's cybersecurity readiness. Security ratings are captured in near real time, allowing quicker discovery and response. Next, evaluate the cybersecurity readiness of your vendors. Third-party vendors who can have potential links. You want to assess their security controls and practices. Sophisticated supply chain attacks can exploit vulnerabilities in vendor systems, which will impact your organization. Regularly evaluate and monitor your vendor's cybersecurity practices. Develop a realistic incident response plan. Be prepared for security incidents. Create a robust incident response plan that outlines steps to take in case of a breach, and define roles, responsibilities, and communication channels, in addition to procedures for containing and mitigating the impact of a cyber incident. And last, approach cybersecurity readiness as everyone's responsibility. Educate employees at all levels about cybersecurity best practices. Foster a culture of security awareness, and encourage employees to report suspicious activity, follow security guidelines, and actively participate in protecting organizations. Remember that cybersecurity readiness is an ongoing effort. Regular assessments, collaboration, and proactive measures are essential to safeguard your business against cyber threats. Please give this video a like if you found value in this topic, and also consider subscribing to the Digital Revolution channel. If you're not, please do subscribe. And subscribers, I greatly appreciate your support of the channel content.